Hello there. I'm James, and today I'm looking at porn at work. Or I'm gonna try anyway. I'm gonna set up Cloudflare's new 1.1.1 for families DNS resolver malware and adult content filter thingy. And we're gonna find out just how good at blocking the pornos this stuff is. So join us as we try to look at the kinkiest stuff possible on an LMG computer on an LMG network during LMG hours, because Linus isn't here. Okay, I'm gonna set it up in the few seconds it takes me to explain what a DNS resolver and content filter actually is. So Cloudflare's 1.1.1.1 is simply a DNS resolver, which is the service that translates your human-readable domain name, like linustechtips.com, into an internet-understandable address like 10.30.192.6, an IP address. With 1.1 for families, Cloudflare has added in basically a middleman that looks up whether or not that domain name has been categorized by third-party providers as adult content or malware. All we have to do is type in 1.1.1.2 here if we want to block just malware, or .3 if we also want to block adult content. Okay, we should be set up now. Now naturally, you want to test this. And I don't want to just navigate to some site that has malware to find out whether or not this worked, but there are sites you can use to help you do this safely. So one of them is called phishing.testcategory.com. Phishingtestcategory.com. This site cannot be reached. It's working! It's working! There's also a similar test site for adult content. This one's called nudity.testcategory.com. That isn't working either. That's great. But how do I know that this test site isn't just broken crap? I need to test this in the wild. It's time to pull out the big guns and try going to something more organic, real life. Wait, what are other funny names? Gonzo? I did some research. I got a list of popular porn sites. I've heard of one called Hub.com, the pride of Montreal. It's not working. BG.com. Nothing, okay? Hamster.com. I hope this one doesn't work because I don't want to know what's on it. Hamster is one of those words where you think, does that have a P in the middle? He's always hamping. He's hamping around. Okay, no hamsters today. Is there like a hentai streaming site? Celebjihad.com. The fapping. That doesn't work. I remember that from the early 2000s. Suicidegirls.com. Whoa, yes, this is working. Showing. Browse.com. Classic, right? I can't get to it. This video is just a guide on how to watch porn if your dad blocked it. Okay, speaking of sites that I'm unable to access, when For Families just launched, there was a bunch of false positives. People weren't able to go to LGBT resources and also some sites related to reporting hate crimes and stuff. So Cloudflare released a statement and they said that they rectified it. And I think that was all in like the first day. But let's try some of these sites to see if I can get to them. Stonewall, how about that? Stonewall, is that stonewall.com? This is just a random placeholder website. LGBT Foundation. This is also not a real website. Why don't I start at google.com? brokenrainbow.org.uk. The heck? Is this real? Is this a real site? This website looks so bad, it looks like the type of website you land on when the website doesn't exist. Well, I'm glad this site was created because it looks like it has important resources. Lambda Legal, let's try that one. That works too, and it looks like they use Squarespace or something semi-modern, thank you. Okay, now let's try to get some erotic imagery, just not on a blatant porn site, you know? Like how about a not safe for work Google image? What should I type in, Andy? Boobies? How about boobies?
Artful boobies.
Artful boobies?
Yeah.
Is this a cake? I think that's a cake. Yeah, I think boobies in general is just too nice. Tits. Yeah, okay, here we go. Lots of boobs. Lots of boobs are coming up, guys. We're gonna have to blur the whole screen. This can't be real. Those are. Is there sexy Minecraft? Is that another thing? Oh my God, sexy Minecraft. Thanos. What? He's not even wearing a glove. What the? Oh, this world. Cartoon dong. That's homosexual cartoon porn with dogs. Okay, I gotta get out of here. This is just on Google. This is Google Images. It's insane. All right, so we defeated families already. Okay, if I'm like a 12-year-old kid, images is fine. That's way better than a Sears catalog. How about a subreddit, right? I have a friend, he says, why would you go to Pornhub when you can go to r/Reddit? It's so real and cool. I mean, it's images mostly, I guess, but reddit.com, I'm gonna block notifications. Yes, I'm 18. And there's a vagina. Even the banner of this subreddit is pornographic. Like, if you're trying to get your kid to not, I can't stop scrolling. If you're getting, God damn it, if you're trying to get your kid to not look at porn, then there's so many ways around. Like, the kid doesn't even have to, like, one-up you. Like, you might think it's an arms race where you're like, look, I'm just trying to make it a little harder for my child, so it's just not so easy. And my kid has to do some research and they have to install a VPN and maybe they make their IT dad a little bit proud. A tear comes to my eye. But no, this is as easy as ever. How about Twitter? Oh, I mean, this is blurred out because it's kind of Japanese, but okay, yeah, here we go. That's a big peepee. LTTstore.com. Well, kind of works. Should I be trying to go to different types of malware sites and seeing like, this is brutal. I would rather my kids were looking at images and like scrolling through social media, looking at short videos, than having access to an unlimited library of high definition streaming pornography that they could, you know, the problem is that you click through like 50 different videos and that's just bad for your brain. So at least it mitigates that. To that capacity, it'll work on your phone too. 1.1.1 for families is supported by the app. So thanks for watching Short Circuit today. I think it's my lunch hour. You're welcome. I gotta go.